Welcome to another episode of the Music Period Podcast, brought to you by Bootcamp Media. My name's Dave. That guy's Sam over there. He's less talented.
Very tall, though.
Less handsome.
Probably the most tall and impressively tall.
Well, you're only tall if you're standing up and I'm sitting down.
And that's what's happening. So it's a fact. According to science, that my hypotenuse is correct.
Hypotenuse. That's not the thing.
I know. Those scientists better check their hypotenuse, dude.
All right. So, Legacy Review. Second of the day. I don't know what day this comes out. Doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
This time, it's my choice.
Yes.
So, you guys know.
I'm going to take a nap during this one.
I have a wildly impressive, not only am I impressively tall, I have an impressive taste in music.
Okay.
Very wide spectrum.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to do it's just the live stage audio recording of a tap dance show. It's a really obscure album. It was done in an underground club in France in 1927. Yep.
I just wanted you to keep going.
So
what the hell is this?
So this week we're gonna be doing an album called "And I'm Fine Today" by a band called Susto.
Susto.
Susto is from South Carolina.
Yes.
Relatively unknown.
I had never heard of them.
The only reason I even got this record was because I saw the album art in a record shop, and I picked it up on a whim.
Huh.
And it ended up being my album of the year for 2017.
2017?
Yes.
Your Spotify album of the year?
Just my favorite record of the year.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you have a list written down, like archived of all your favorites?
I have.
Years?
It's like I used to post it on Facebook and Instagram, but this one stands out because...
You should do that more.
I know.
We have a music podcast.
I know. I wanted to do it for 2020, but we just never got around to doing the episode.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's too late now.
I know. This one was impressive for that year because it was so far out of left field. And then nothing really came from them afterwards either. They've done an album since. I didn't love it.
Okay.
But this one, it was great.
It's good. I liked it. I wanted to hate it. I just did.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes me an asshole, but I wanted to.
I mean, you are, and it does. And you will be, probably. You don't have any control over it. Just who you are. Everyone knows it. And that's fine. That's just who you are.
I have now decided that I hate this fucking album.
But yeah, it's got a psychedelic look to it.
Yep.
But it hooked me in right from the get-go because it's got Americana roots vibes in it.
For sure.
It ends up covering the entire gamut of genres throughout it. They're all over the fucking map.
Yeah.
But it's well written throughout. It's melodic. It's catchy. It's interesting lyrical content. It's a good album.
Yeah, this guy is a hell of a lyric writer.
Yeah, very, very talented. And he's an interesting guy. Okay. You know, he dropped out of college and he moved to like South America to study medicine from like a local tribe.
It's so hard to find anything on him.
I know.
I searched around for a little bit. I guess I could have tried harder, but I couldn't just find anything.
There's interviews with him, and all the interviews are pretty cool because he's like pretty out there.
Yeah.
He's definitely done a lot of psychedelics.
Apparent. That comes through.
Yeah. He's a little heavy-handed sometimes on his phrasing and his imagery.
Yeah.
But they run through it. Let's just get right into it.
Okay.
First track. It's called "Far Out Feeling." Yeah. So
you played 5 seconds of this song the other day, and I couldn't get it out of my head for 24 hours. Yeah.
Earworm, dude. Yeah. It's twinkly. The chorus is great. There's this big bellowing horn that comes in right at the wah. Yeah. And so in the first minute and a half of the first song, you've heard like 15 different instruments.
Yeah.
I don't know what direction this thing is moving in.
How many people are in this band?
5 maybe.
Okay.
But everybody plays a lot of shit.
Okay.
And they really like to accent things with odd instrumentation. And it gives it a whole different sound, a different texture, makes it interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got these like cinematic swelling strings that play. that are really pretty and nice.
Yes.
When I net down, it sounds like they hired like a quartet to come in and do that part.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering how many people are in this damn band.
Right.
At first, I thought, because he talks about something about going to rehab in California.
Yep.
I didn't know it was they were from South Carolina at the time. I was like, oh, it's another California singer-songwriter. I go, is this going to be another Dawes with the Americana and the folky?
And that kind of was one of the things that drew me in at first, is I really like that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything that's like Neil Young influenced, Neil Young worship.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And this one has that. I just don't think it's as in your face as like say a Dawes.
Right.
Like there's more to it here.
Yeah.
I may like Dawes more.
Yep.
As like an album, but this, while it has hints of that, is more than that.
Exactly. So like it has that aspect, but they don't lean on that.
Right.
They have so many different tricks up their sleeve, and it doesn't feel like they lean heavy on any of them.
No.
For this album.
Okay.
For this album.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the lyrical content's not glamorous.
No.
You know, it could be like if somebody else was writing the lyrics and he was in charge of coming up with like melody and song structure, it could potentially be like pop material. You know what I mean? It's very well structured. Everything's there for it. But this first track for me, it felt like there was nothing to trim from it. It was as perfectly packaged. There wasn't a part of it that I thought could be removed. I don't know. Even at the end when that chick's like, sounds like a Rolling Stones backing singer. You know what I mean?
It works.
It all fucking works together really well.
Yeah. Number 2.
Had Drugs.
I couldn't figure out what the song was about.
Yeah, this one starts off just with the bleakest line ever.
Yeah.
I had a dream where we were doing hard drugs in a street alley and you were lying dead next to me.
That's right.
It's like, okay.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah. So as far as I know, I think he was addicted.
Okay.
Did like the ayahuasca thing.
Yep.
And it sent him down this journey of like holistic medicine. And so a lot of that comes through in his lyrics on this album. Talks about drugs a lot.
Yes.
Talks about like
smoking weed with God.
Yep. Talks about like outer space and like cosmic shit.
Yeah, this dude is on a different plane.
Yes.
Than the rest of
Lots
us.
of LSD.
Sure. But it's good.
Yeah.
It's not like when I say that, it's not it's corny.
It's not like 70s like Jerry Garcia worship. Fucking should have been at Haight and Ashbury, man.
It's packaged in a like you said, Americana, folky. Is alt country a thing?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay,
and
because that's what this
is.
is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. This is like psychedelic alt country.
Yeah.
I love at the beginning of the second song too. So the first song ends and the strings continue to fade out, and then you just gracefully fall on through stardust into the second track because it goes
yeah.
And then the song just kicks in. It's fucking super cool. It feels like you're like in a fucking dream sequence in a movie.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But like even through this second track, the lyrical content's integrity is holding up. So like that was another thing that really struck with me is, okay, we're 2 songs deep. He is still unabashedly himself with his lyrical content.
Right.
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drummer's fucking driving the groove train on this thing.
There's some good guitar work on here too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like the leads, the melody leads and shit that go in there. Cool tones and shit.
For sure.
And I love his like high energy, louder voice.
Yeah.
He has like 2 different things that he plays on. One's a little softer.
Yeah, there was a couple times where I was like, how many people are singing? Is there 2 guys?
So yeah, he's just fucking, he's got a good screamy, I guess you could say like kind of like what Dave Grohl does where he's kind of yelling and still has melody.
I can see that.
He does that pretty well, but his own way.
Yeah. Actually, it's wildly different, but I was thinking of Periphery a little bit.
Yeah.
Not, not as in your face. Because I still listen to that often.
It's great.
I like that.
I fucking love
so
that
it was
shit.
kind of fresh in my mind as I was listening, I guess.
Yep. Third track.
Waves.
So, God, the way the fucking drum beat just hits as soon as the song starts, fucking, I'm instantly nodding my head.
Yes. This could be a single.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
100%.
I think they made a music video for it.
They did. It's like a lyric video.
Gotcha.
But it's mostly just him with little flashes of the other people in the band. I believe it was other people in the band. It's kind of hard to tell. But his lyrics are popping up. And the lyrics in the song are very on the nose.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor for how surfing is life.
Right.
Which
is like...
It works.
Yeah. Also, been done a little bit.
A little bit. But it is a cool song. It's fucking reminded me of a U2 song.
Yeah.
Big time.
Is that bad or is that good?
I don't hate U2, especially like older.
I don't think I hate U2, but I think I hate Bono.
I don't like his arrogance.
I also don't like how the guitar player makes people call him the Edge.
It's a little weird. What's your name, dude?
I'm the Edge.
No, what's your name?
Don't just call me Edge. Call me the Edge.
You should. I call him the Beanie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The old guy clinging to his youth through Beanie.
No, there's a few U2 songs I like when it's like a bigger song.
Yeah.
It's bigger and it's
Hey, Joshua Tree was a great record.
Yes.
Great record.
I guess that's more what I'm like Bloody Sunday and shit like that. Those are good songs, and that's what this kind of reminded me of.
Yeah.
It put me there. Obviously different songwriting styles.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even like, so this one's like groovy the whole fucking time.
Yes.
So like the drum beat kicks in real groovy and there's all the instruments are going. And then when the verse starts, everything cuts out except for that fuzzy ass bass.
Okay.
Do it down, down, down. And it's like fucking driving. It's all fucking like 8th and 16 notes and it's just fucking groovy.
Yeah.
And then it kicks back in with everything. And then the second time it drops back out, he's got like twice as much fuzz on it and he's playing harder.
Yeah.
And it's just like, this is a fun song.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Definitely a fun song.
Fourth song, a song called Gay in the South.
Okay.
Excuse my French.
So, I mean, it's a little gay, but it's fine. This song is really good.
Yeah.
It made me want to dig in and find out what this song was
Yeah.
about. I mean, clearly we know what it's about.
Yep.
Just by the title. But what and who and when
Right. What's the inspiration?
and where? Yeah.
It's very intriguing.
Yes.
And like that's a cool thing that you don't experience a lot in music is like a song that makes you think.
Right.
And I don't know. And
to be from South Carolina and to talk about being gay in the South, and you wonder, like, okay, is he a homosexual? Is he talking about somebody else? And he doesn't care.
Right.
He's just singing about it.
Yep.
Remember when Macklemore came out with that song?
Uh-huh.
And he, like, in the second bar was like, I'm not gay.
Yep.
It's like, well,
who cares?
Then shut your fucking mouth.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, this guy's just like, yeah, I'm going to sing about what it's like. And my theory that I came up with, I have no idea. He sings, he doesn't say, oh, brother, I can't remember the exact line, but brother, I know how you feel. Is he talking about his brother?
Right.
Is his brother
Or is it
gay
like
in
a
the
best
South?
friend?
But best friend.
Is
like,
this some personal experience that he had like secondhand experience with and he's
Right.
being a voice for the
Right.
And so I read an interview with him and he was pretty much just like, yeah, I mean, in where I'm from, people of color, the LGBTQ community, everybody that's disenfranchised, it's pretty bad. So
yeah.
I wanted to make people feel like they had some representation.
It's awesome. It's such a good song.
Yeah, and the chorus. They promised us you were going straight to hell when you died. I don't even think that's a real place.
Yeah.
In future times, there'll be nothing different between you and I can't wait for that time to come
It's
true.
so on the nose, but so perfect.
Yes, and the thing I fucking love about this guy's lyrical content is that it's so. It's on the nose, but it's so honest and it has this charm to it.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's childlike. Where
Yeah.
he's so clearly portraying it and he doesn't care if it comes off as fucking on the nose or fucking I don't need to hide it in imagery. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Yeah.
And he found a way to do that and not really give a fuck about whether or not people, oh, you couldn't sell that on the radio. We can't sign a band that's going to write a song called Gay in the South and then have you guys tour down south.
Like, I don't care.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just doing it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that was a highlight on this album for me. That was a good fucking song.
yeah. Fifth track, Diamond Zicaro.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a nice sounding indie Americana alt country track.
Yep.
I love anything with a Wurlitzer on it and that organ.
Okay.
I love that sound.
Yeah.
And it's just a good sounding song.
It's just a good song.
Yeah.
Not a lot to dig into, I feel like.
Right.
Just a good song.
The end of the track is the beginning of the album starting to get psychedelic for me.
Okay.
It starts to trail off
Yeah.
and get really strange.
Yep.
And then Mountaintop comes.
Ugh.
And the last 90 seconds of this song, I feel like I'm going on a vision quest. It's like, and my spirit guide is with me, and we're soaring through the cosmos.
Everything
together.
starts to get a little distorted. There's like weird spoken word going on.
Yep, and like he's yelling, and it's breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're fucking it's just like so fast. Like, holy fuck, what is happening right now? And it happens like that.
Cool song, yeah.
And the bass line is
It's like funky folk.
Yeah, it's like trancey. It's like I'm fucking droning to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like one of my favorites.
Yeah,
highlight on the record.
100% a highlight here.
Track 7, Mystery Man.
Yeah.
This is the one that really solidified the lyrical content for me. It's that simple charm. The lyrics are honest. It's childlike.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like he's trying to write a song for the purpose of selling it. It honestly feels like he's using this as a like vessel of therapy, or like a way to get his thoughts out, just a way to talk to the world. Yeah. It's very childlike to me. Yeah. Like in a charming way.
Yeah.
Not in
this
like
is one of the most like
kind of way.
alt country songs I heard.
Yeah.
It was very
Yeah, there's a line in it that's so like a little kid wrote it. One thing I know, it's nice having you around. I'm so happy you're alive. It's like such a nice thing to say to somebody, but you never think to break it down into such a simple term like that.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. He does that a lot.
All the
time.
Sure.
Like going back to Waves a little bit, like what the fuck's what's the problem? This is what a remarkable what a remarkable place we're in, or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's very spiritual.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mindfulness, it's being in the moment, being present. I really love that about this record. It feels like he's thankful. He's trying to embrace it
and has realized something that most of us have not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been somewhere else.
This like what Buddhists work for their whole life is to get that moment where they're truly present.
Right.
That reach that nirvana state and just appreciate the breeze and truly just live in the sun and just go, I'm alive right now, and the world is here, and it's incredible that this is happening. And he like finds a way to portray that in a way that like we can digest.
For sure. Almost too easily.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
So you take it for granted.
Yeah.
What he's saying.
Right. And I feel like when people listen, maybe that's one of the reasons why this never really took off, is because they hear it and they go, yeah, he's not really fucking saying anything that hasn't been said before.
Yeah.
But
put yourself in his headspace, knowing his history.
And also think about it, like, when's the last time you actually had one of those thoughts genuinely?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little more rare than we
for sure
tend to give it credit for.
Yeah. It's funny you said Nirvana, because in the next song, I'm pretty sure Cosmic Cowboy, the first line is, "Will I ever find Nirvana?"
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool song.
Super cool song. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this was written at like the peak of a psychedelic trip.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like just things coming in and you're like, what the fuck is the world?
Upon first listen, because I've listened to that maybe 3 or 4 times now. First listen, as I was scrolling through, I was like having that feeling of like, oh yeah, this is good. This is fine, whatever. Then I heard this song and I was like, what? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? This guy is not... This is original. This is something different.
Yeah, this guy.
Something about the lyrics in this song.
Yeah, and the whole group obviously has input on this stuff, but with his history, from what I've read and like all the interviews and everything, it really seems as though he's driving the narrative through his learned experiences.
Yeah.
The next track, I love the next track, Havana Vieja.
So good.
It sounds like, so like I get like mental imagery when I'm listening to music that is really hitting me.
Yep.
And this song, I feel like when I close my eyes and I listen to it, I'm picturing like it could be the song on a soundtrack for like a Western movie, like a dark Western.
Yeah.
And like this song is playing like the night or the day or like maybe even the moments before their final stand.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Where like they know that it's probably the end.
So it's like he's coming down from his trip.
He's got like 6 bullets left.
Yeah.
And there's like 20 people chasing him, and he's gonna make a stand.
Yep.
And he's coming to terms with it, and he's like, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I got that last moment of like, it's calm for a second.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about everything, and it's like heavy.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit's about to fucking get dark.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome, because that song definitely stuck out for me.
Yeah.
It's just so dark.
Yeah.
I love the dark.
Yeah, right around like 2 minutes in too, there when he says Havana Vieja, in the background there's a second vocal track that sharply yells that Havana Vieja.
Huh.
And I love the way that sounds. Such a
Yeah.
cool little like
I didn't even
nugget on
notice it.
top of it. Super cool little trick.
Yeah.
And then at the end, the whole outro of like the breathy, swirling vocal layers. It sounds so nice.
Right.
It sounds like a fucking synthesizer, but it's all done with their vocals and shit. It's super cool.
Super cool.
Track 10, Wasted Mind.
Yep.
So the chorus was like the shining piece of this song for me.
Yeah.
The way his vocals stand up and the cadence, and there's like a really deep baritone guitar lick that hits. It really takes that trick that we've talked about previously of if your verse sounds like A, make the chorus sound like B.
Yep.
He does that really well on this song.
Yeah.
I didn't love the false ending. And then so it fades out.
Oh, yeah,
and it comes back in kind of up tempo.
Yes.
I didn't love it. I didn't hate it though.
Right.
I could have done
Threw me
without
off.
it.
I
Yeah.
was like, wait, what? What the hell's going
Especially
on here?
considering it's the fucking second to last song. Like
Yeah.
and the last
I
song
think
is
that's the last song.
and the last song is so good.
Yes.
As a last song, it's
Right.
like just fucking cut that piece.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But man,
It is an odd choice, huh?
super weird.
Yeah.
Fake endings are a thing you don't hear much anymore in music.
No. No.
It's like the first time someone did it, people were like, "That's clever."
Yeah.
But ever since then, it's been like, yeah. It's like the.
It's just, what's
It's
the
like
point?
it's like it was all a dream as an end of a movie. You know what I mean? It's
right.
like, okay,
Like, come on.
yeah, I get it.
Cop out.
Ooh, it's the fucking. Oh, it makes you think about things.
Oh, they were dead the whole time.
Oh my god, it's so much different than I thought it was. But yeah, just let this last song be the last song, and also maybe make it 7 hours long because I could listen to it loop forever. I love this song so much.
It's your favorite one?
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's such a feel good sunny day. Like, you just get. It's like there's not much to it.
Right.
There's like a couple of lines.
Yeah.
And he says, he's like, I'm fine today. Same damn time. Jaw works. And it's just like the fucking.
What is Jaw Works?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably just like a fucking his mantra.
All right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But like the melody over the fucking super simple guitar riff and all the layers that makes it sound so big, and it feels like you could just be like if I saw that live, everyone singing together, I feel like it would be the best vibe of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
You know?
You can see that.
Very like I don't know. Everybody gather around.
I would love to see this band live.
Me too.
Just to see what the hell's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some videos of them. He always looks like he's on drugs when they're playing. He's got like a sombrero on and big sunglasses.
He's an odd cat, man. I mean, so there was, talking to people that our friends were like, hey, what are you recording this weekend or whatever? I was like, oh, I gave Sam Nas Illmatic. They're like, oh, that's awesome. That'll be cool. What did he give you? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Some band I've never heard
There's
of.
a song on it called Gay in the South. I don't fucking know, dude.
It's just, it's so, this album is like perfectly you.
I love this fucking
It would
thing.
just be, it's just like, of course Sam gave me this album,
Yep.
And I enjoyed it a lot. I
Right.
didn't want to,
Yeah.
and I still did.
Yep.
Overcame my asshole instincts, still liked it.
He's growing, ladies and gentlemen.
And I will probably go back to this.
I'm glad because on a sunny day with your windows down, you got your kid in the car and you guys are having a good time and Jaw Works comes
Exactly.
on. Like,
Yep.
yeah, we'll vibe.
Yep.
We're about to vibe to this thing.
Yep.
And also, this last track, I didn't even put this together until you were talking about it a couple minutes ago. But the fact that this could all be like a trip
Yeah.
from front to back.
Yep.
Because the end of this song gives me this sense of relief. It's almost like things worked out. We're here.
Right.
I get this like breath of like
Yeah.
relief,
Yeah.
and it's dreamy, and it's like, I'm not saying I've done drugs, but
I'll say fuck it. I've tripped multiple times.
Same.
And it was most of the time pretty good. How the feeling of coming down and after trip is amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's relief. It's like, because for me at the end, it was like the last couple I did, it was like, am I ever going to be normal again?
Yeah, right.
And so it was always a sense of relief. And I get that same like relief sense.
Yep.
It's almost like when you get home after a long car ride, like, you know,
Yes.
like coming back from California. And
Yeah.
you're like, finally, I'm fucking home. I get to lay in my own bed.
Yep.
That's the feeling I get from the Jawworks track.
Yep. Yeah.
It's almost like you made it back.
I didn't connect those dots.
Yeah.
Until you told me like his backstory a little bit.
Right.
But I started to hear it.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't even conscious.
Right.
Maybe he just.
Maybe that's what he wanted.
Or maybe it's what he wanted.
Subconscious.
Yeah.
He's like, just experience it, man.
He probably does talk like that too.
Probably
insufferable to be around.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That there's no way this band lasts any longer. They're all just like, dude, you're out of your fucking mind, dude.
Fucking enough, dude.
Yeah, we get it. The universe. Okay, shut up.
Can we make some money now?
Have you ever really looked at the back of your hand, though, man? And like fingerprints, dude.
What a miracle.
We're all different, but we're all one, man.
Well, that's that guy.
And I hate that guy, but I love this record, dude.
It's good.
He found a way to fucking appropriate that mentality and make it a not sufferable listen.
For true, for
true,
real,
baby.
for real.
For truth.
One love.
One love. One love.
But yeah, that's a really good point. Kid in the car. It's okay
Yeah.
to listen to.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Except for the always screaming "fuck the cops" on Cosmic Cowboy.
Yep.
Yeah.
They also, before they did this album, they released a single that they did a really cool music video for. It's called "Chilling on the Beach with My Best Friend Jesus Christ." And it's a real happy, funny, feel good track.
Okay.
I suggest you check that one out.
All right.
Watch the video.
Chilling on the beach with my good friend. That's a long song title.
I know. I wonder how much it costs to print that. That T-shirt must be really hard to wear.
Chilling on the beach with my good friend Jesus Christ.
Best friend.
Oh, sorry.
He's my best friend, and I'm his best friend.
It's fun. It's crazy that he does that because he's an atheist.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
poking
his good
fun.
friend. Yeah. I mean, of course.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's all good vibes on this fucking thing, except for that one Havana Vieja. It seems like shit's about to hit the fan.
yeah, like maybe that's where the trip took a bad turn
And
for a
that's
little while.
Yeah, and that's the song where like I feel like it's like starting to get kind of trippy out here and shit.
Right.
It's like maybe something dark.
Dude, I
happened on
think
your
this
trip.
album is a fucking
It might
trip.
be. Yeah. I never put that together.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you look at the album art, it is
Oh
like
my god.
really intense.
I'm going with that.
Yeah.
This is a concept album.
It has to at least be an experience album
Yeah.
where he's like, this was the most intense ayahuasca trip I ever did. Or
Gotta
like,
be something like
he's
that.
like, I did peyote in the middle of a desert with a shaman, and I thought I was gonna die.
Imagine
He
doing
does
that.
shit.
I
This
know,
guy
but
does
can you
that shit.
imagine?
No, I can't because I'd fucking die. I'd have a
lose
heart
my-
attack.
I'd lose my shit.
I'd have a heart attack.
Yeah.
I would be fine, and then I'd freak out so bad that I'd end up putting myself into a situation of intimate or instant peril.
Yeah.
And the person that I'm with is like trying to help me, and I'm just fucking everything up.
Yeah. Yeah, they just give up and walk away. They're like, "You're
Right.
fucking hopeless. Good luck."
And I'm just laying in the sand. I can't believe I'm dying.
This is how I die.
It was always supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this album, man.
It's really good, and like I said, I will go back to this someday. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Don't bother checking out the one they did after this because it's not as good. But
Okay.
this is a standalone. It's a good listen, and it's probably something that you're not expecting. So if you're listening and you don't know what we're talking about, you never heard of the band, if you've somehow never heard the song "Chilling on the Beach with My Best Friend Jesus Christ," give it a listen.
Yeah.
Write in, tell us what you think. I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah. Find us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes. Like, subscribe, watch, download, review. I don't know. Do all that shit, please.
Send a letter in and spray it with your perfume so we know what you smell like
Yeah,
during your
that
day.
too. What does perfume in Albania smell like?
Right. I
Right.
still don't have any emails from Albania.
No.
It's been a whole hour.
What if we get one sent?
That would be incredible. I'll YouTube the fuck out of how to speak Albanian.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to the YouTube. If you listen to us on Apple, Spotify, that's cool. Keep downloading. But go to the YouTube. Check us out.
Yeah.
There's more than just this podcast on the channel.
Right.
Got a lot of good shit coming.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. We're worldwide, baby.
Thanks for listening, ladies and germs.
Yeah, thank you.
See you next time. Hear me next time.
Yeah. Maybe you'll see us sometime soon.
Hey.
Yeah.
Or maybe we aren't real.
It's very possible.
And even if we set up cameras, you wouldn't be able to see us because we're ghosts.
It's a possibility, I guess.
See you.